I'm Steve, Sincere Gillis. Everyone knows me as Sincere. Very few know me as Steve. I'm the CEO and founder of Director's Cut Inc. It's a premier upscale grooming company that I started in 2008. What it's responsible for is basically grooming celebrities, grooming men in the corporate industry, just people who have a hard time of finding a barber in a local environment, so to speak. So they want one that can come on set for TV shows, movies, editorial work, things of that nature. I started by reaching out to a friend of mine. His name is Coffee from XXL magazine. He was the fashion editor there. I reached out to him, let him know what it is that I'm doing and if there's a way that he can help me. He basically said that there's a fashion shoot that he had coming up and that I can be the groomer on set for that fashion shoot. It came out June 2010. The cover, actually, it was Diddy on the cover. And I groomed a model named Ibrahim from, I think there was a BET show called Models Inc. that he was a part of. I groomed him for the fashion story. And then it just went from there. That's basically how I got into the door as far as editorial work. I also, through a friend of mine's, Grace Scott, who opened the door for me to work on BET with the runway. So I got my first actual feel of being behind the scenes for a show, a television show that was going to premiere for BET, working behind the scenes and just, grooming the models, getting them prepared for the runway, things of that nature. So it was a real good experience starting off, and that's how I got in. My philosophy on grooming is, I guess, the same of what everybody would look as everyday life. Love what you do. Love what you do. That's the only way that you'll be successful with it. If you have no care or love for the things that you do, you'll never be able to exceed to the next plateau that you would like to get to. For example, there's, and there's no offense, like I'm a barber. I consider myself a barber, but I do consider myself a groomer as well. Why I consider myself a barber is because of the tradition, because of the heritage, where it started from to now. Men are called barbers, women as well. There's female barbers out there as well. You're called a barber. People tend to associate grooming with dogs, so to speak. When you take your dog to the groomer to groom your dog, things of that nature. But grooming is very, very all around. Like, you can come to the shop and get groomed as well. So the difference to me, the philosophy in that sense, is that there are barbers out there that if you're able to come and you sit as a client, sit in a chair with a barber, and you ask a barber, you'll tell a barber and say, hey, I'm just gonna freestyle this situation right here. I really don't know what it is that I wanna do with my hair. I leave it all up to you. Whatever it is that you feel is necessary that needs to be done to my hair, what you think will look good on me, just do it. I leave it in your hands. The barber's response usually will be, I can't really do that. I wanna do what it is that you want, so just tell me what it is that you want and I'll be able to provide it for you, which is a good thing because there's no room for error. At the end of that situation, the client could be, the barber will let you know this is what you asked for, this is what you want. There's no dispute there. That's a barber, so to speak. A groomer, same scenario. The difference is that a groomer, say, instead of saying to the client, no, I'd rather you tell me what it is that you want, the groomer just put the cape on you and proceed to work. And at the end of that session, you realize that you've been groomed because you got the haircut that you want without even telling the barber that that's what you wanted. You can find me on social networks. First, you can find me at www.directorscutinc.com. You go on there, you basically see the body of work that I have. There's a contact in where you can leave your name, your email, and just contact me. I respond. So you can basically get a grasp of what it is, who I am, what it is that I do, or just the company in itself.